Good evening, Chair Jolly. Ladies and gentlemen of the Freeholder Board, Bruce Paterson, Garwood. Tonight, I actually saw a pattern start rising here that really explains everything that I've been pointing out to you in the past many years, and also the watchdogs with their investigative journalism have been blogging on their watchdog blog. But it seems that you must be against God and against the Lord, as what came out from the residents speaking, and it does make sense that maybe you do embrace the dark side, but you know, that's your decision. I just don't want you guys to be dragging the rest of the 500,000 residents down, or wherever it is. The stadium. People talked about the stadium, and they've been talking about the stadium for many months now. And I don't know if you're listening. I mean, you stand up here and you say, "Oh yes, we are listening to you," but you can listen to people, but maybe you don't hear them, and that could be a major issue in itself. And just a suggestion. Obviously, you want to give away a piece of the county land to the town of Rawway. You never did that before to anybody else. So now the county, who's actually the true purpose, as Pat Marchetti mentioned, about taking care of certain things, the infrastructure and such, and taking care of the towns overall. What you're doing, however, you're giving a piece of the property of the county taxpayers and the county residents to Rawway. And probably what you should do is reach out to all 21 towns and ask the town councils to vote on it. Maybe not the people, but since you're doing this for a town of Rawway, then you should have the other 20 towns then vote on it. Maybe that would be fair. People have brought it up to put it on the ballot, but this would actually make more sense since it's a town-related item, not people-related item. Yes, I come to the agenda-setting meetings, and I don't know if this is something new or maybe it's a one-time thing, but the directors were coming up to the podium. They were all lined up, and they looked like kindergarten kids. And all they had to do was hold their hand, I guess, and line up one by one and speak their piece, asking for money, and sit down. These are professional people. I mean, I'm looking at over $1 million worth of salary, and they were lined up like kindergartners. It looked very foolish. Hopefully, it was just a one-time thing. The next agenda-setting meeting I show up, hopefully it's back to normal where they're sitting, you know, in their chairs, and they do come up one at a time to explain the resolutions on the agenda-setting. Resolutions. So I suggest, I don't know what that was. That was just nutty. Now I missed the debate. I'm very sorry, but basically I've been to enough debates where I kind of know exactly where it's going. You know, you're trying to justify your $500 billion budget, and the issue that I'm bringing up here is that. And this is Pat Marchetti actually approached it. He actually said that, you know, you have certain requisites of a county to do your duties for infrastructure, for justice and jail, influence education, and you seem to be overstepping your bounds. One of the questions that I heard about at the freeholder debate was wards or districts. Why doesn't the county become wards and districts? That makes perfect sense. We are looking at a county government that has become totally disconnected from the people. Sure, you do things for some of the people, and there are programs for the needy, like Pat Marchetti mentioned, but you're disconnected from the people. You do things that are totally wrong, more self-serving. I mean, and this is what I've been talking about, where the dark side must be controlling it. But you do such things that are just maybe wasting money, making sure money goes to certain people's pockets. Sheriff crying, lied to the prosecutors, you pushed them to be sheriff. We had a $335,000 resolution here that the taxpayers paid for some accident it is. And I really seriously want to know why the taxpayers had to pay that. I asked a couple of questions a couple of times. You ignored it, and the only time they really answered, you got to call them a scumbag, I guess, and that way also they perk up and they start talking about it.
For your comments.
I'm done. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate you cutting everybody off as soon as the light goes off.
Thank you very much.
It really makes you concerned
Thank
for
you
the residents.
very much for
Fine.
your comments. Please
Thank you
have a
very
seat.
much for what you are.
Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to be heard?
Come in front of the dark side.
When you're not in front of the mic, please don't speak.
I'm sorry.
And one more thing. Anyone else wishing to be heard?